everyone. This is episode 4 of Titan Talk. Tub Talk. Sorry,
Titan Tub Talk.
I was fixing my screen stuff today to do some Fallout 76, so I was looking at the Titan Talk screen. But yeah, this is Tub Talk with the wifey.
Yeah.
This is Sable. I'm Visra. So what to talk about today?
I don't know.
So we got war going on right now. We just did a crap ton of attacks right at the bat. Kind of sucks as far as the way the attacks go, because you kind of look upon other people to help you out, so you're not wasting attacks on unneeded counters. Really trying to get people all on the same page is difficult, but
It can be, but with everybody having their own lives, you have 24 hours to get 10 attacks in.
yeah.
But then again, the other alliance has the same amount of time, and if they're all on the same page and board wipe you, then you get a little discouraged. Then you gotta be even smarter so you can beat them on efficiency.
I do like that you don't get more points for finishing first now.
Yeah, well, you get just the one.
No, the 1 point is for a tie. If you tie, you get 1 point. Switch
Somebody
over.
had said it was just one, but maybe not. Maybe both clear. Whoever did it first gets the point.
Well, yeah, because it'd be if it's a tie in efficiency. Yeah, whoever both clear first gets the 1 point. I don't know when that point kicks in though, but I don't know if it's once they're both done or as soon as you finish, here you go, you get 1 point. I don't know. I haven't really looked at that. But yeah, war is awesome. I love war. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, people are getting smarter and not putting fury on their invaders. So you can't just easily take that out with Cersei and Icarus.
Invaders is such a trash team anyway, so.
I got to fight a Web Warriors. That was nice, little OG Web Warriors.
Oh yeah, you did see one.
A little tiny Bionic Avengers got to have a moment in the sun for a minute.
I got to beat 2 Bionic Avengers on defense. I don't know why you put that on defense. I think that's worse than Invaders.
Yeah.
What's like the worst defense to put on? Even if like max level, what would be the worst defense to put on? I mean, without minions, of course. We all know minions would be. Even though my Hydra still gets wins.
I was going to say Hydra.
But other than that, like what's the worst defense? Would it be Guardians?
Probably. OG Guardians.
Like even with Gamora?
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious what you guys would think would be, while you're listening to this, type in, what do you think the worst defense, non-minion, is even if you maxed it out, putting on war?
And we do read the comments.
Oh yeah.
I saw Vandy's comments on episode 2.
Oh, now you gotta make me add them.
Yep.
Yeah, we had Scrappy, had some comments. Yeah, it's nice to see. We like to be interactive, so yeah, feel free to put stuff on there, ask questions.
And despite people may think these are scripted, they're not. This is what we've been doing.
Imagine how wet that paper.
Oh, right. We have dry erase boards out here mapping out our discussions.
Yeah.
But this is legitimately what we do when we hot tub. We talk Marvel. We come up with crazy ideas, but normally by the time we get out of the hot tub, we forgot what those ideas are. And
yeah.
so now we have a documentation of it.
Right.
And we just post it out there because maybe others are having these same conversations.
Could be. Probably not the same way as we are, but
No, not as fun.
yeah.
It's just nice to get a different type of entertainment, or whatever you want to call it, out into the community.
You mean you don't want a scripted video that you have to make sure and PC everything because devs are listening to it?
No thanks. And then have others, because they want that scoop as well, copy your video and...
Bro, I couldn't believe how many times that dude picked and copied your infographs. I didn't realize that. That's insane.
I didn't either until somebody in our alliance had pointed it out that they had done a Google search and some of my stuff came up, but it wasn't me who posted it. And I'm like, huh.
And I mean, I have, the dates when you made yours. I would love to compare dates with that person. Be like, hey, when did you make this?
Yeah. I mean, I've taken inspiration from other community members. Like, I loved Benny Westside's team infographics. But I'm not going to copy his. I've never heard it. But I'm not going to copy his format. As much as I liked it, the way he had, well, that and I don't have the graphics to be able to do it. So I made them the way I made them. So that they're different and they're unique. I'm not going to copy off of his.
Right.
Like, even with our war sheets, I wanted to follow how Casino had made them in the past. But I was like, no, I'm not cookie cutter copying his. Right. So we made our own.
Man, his was so clean. His was so nice.
Well, yeah, when you have the time and access to all that.
Yeah. Lifepool did it for a little while. He was doing the same kind of stuff. That guy was legit with his, too.
Yeah.
Love his cutter sheets.
And I could see how people would get burned out doing all of this for technically free.
Right.
But when I've got people in my alliance asking for something, like, I wasn't going to build or do an infographic on Spider Society, but people wanted to know what might be good T4s for them, what ISO. I'm like, all right, despite my feelings on the team, you guys want it, here you go. And then a longtime member had been wasting credits in the arena store for Noir because he didn't realize he was even on a node.
Right.
To harm him, so.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to talk about that person. Sam just.
No, it was T.
Oh, was it? No. I thought it was Sam. Oh, that's right, it was T. Good. But yeah, I mean, information is information. Putting it behind a paywall is pretty sad.
Yeah.
It's a free-to-play game, right?
Well, supposedly.
So it should be free to access the information as well.
Which, on a plus note, they extended the Spider Society event because they realized they said it would be completable by free-to-play, even though it wasn't going to be. Right. So they extended it, so now we'll have a chance to get pennies.
Yeah, so kudos.
It's like,
except for those people that cored that last character because they weren't going to get them free.
Right, because they thought they, now you've spent 10,000 cores.
I didn't need to spend all those cores, I could have waited.
Yeah, I was talking to Vandy today about it, and it's almost like one dev says one thing to somebody, and then another dev goes back on that and says something that's totally different to another, because it seems like there's no communication internally.
Well, there's communication, but the problem is they hide a lot of the information that they give each other because they don't want somebody to scoop them.
Yeah.
Because that takes money out of their pockets. And they're so focused on the money and not so focused on the information that it makes it very difficult for them to communicate properly.
Yeah.
If war, like say if you took war and you turned it into whoever got the MOP, I'm going to use mine because mine's a better algorithm than theirs. Whoever got MOP got, 3 teal orbs and 1 crimson orb more than the person below them. Do you think that people would be wanting to double tap stuff and setting up stuff as much?
Probably not.
Probably not, right? Because they're taking away from their mouths.
And then that would then take away the pack of shame.
Right.
People feeling guilty for losing an attack.
Yeah.
You kind of got to go perfect.
No, I think it would make it happen more because people would be more apt to hit 14 attacks to get that.
Yeah.
But
that is true.
It would be taken away from camaraderie and people going in and maybe, hitting something they're not really sure of. And those last teams in those rooms would sit there for hours.
Well, it's like what they do with raids for the lower alliances because that person wants to come in first place to get more rewards, so they pour it so nobody else can do anything. They finish their lanes. It's like everything, you're all doing the same, logistically, the same amount of work in raids. Why isn't the rewards the same?
Yeah. Yeah, everybody should be getting the same
And everybody fighting over the boss nodes because that's where the T4s were. I remember back in the day giving you them on like, I have plenty of T4s. You can take all the boss nodes.
Yeah.
Or whoever my lane partner would be that day.
Because you were always stingy with your T4s and still are.
I think I'm down to only a couple thousand at this
A
point.
couple thousand. I'm sitting around maybe 200, maybe.
We won't talk about power cords.
Power cores, you just count the 3 digits at the end, not even the first 2 anymore.
No, first 2 don't count. That's my stockpile for Panda Pool, because Epic War Team coming out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to Panda Pool.
I just hope they're fun to play with because I want another Weapon X. I loved playing with Weapon X.
Yeah.
I still do against Bifrost.
It's like, so I really liked playing Bionic Avengers in Raid. I thought they were a lot of fun. Just listening, I don't actually turn the sound on because listening to the guns go off and the way that they did their things, like, it was a lot of fun. And then the way Underworld attacks on offense, I think that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But there's not really a lot of teams that actually have fun attacking with or hitting with in any kind of mode right now. Like, it's just, you're constantly getting bricked.
Yep.
You're double, triple, quadruple tapping things in raids. Each character, because you can't one-shot things anymore. Even with Kestrel ult and whatever, you know.
Diamond, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you still can't do it. And then you don't really want to turn on the sound effects all the time. I do it for the new teams just to hear them once I get the whole thing. But I haven't heard Spider Society yet. I don't know what it is. But if I hear a baby scream, like,
I think she laughs, but I
I
don't
laugh,
know.
like, I'm gonna be like, nah, I can't do this. But yeah, I just don't know. It would be fun to have, like you said, another team that's fun to play with. Like Weapon X, if you ever heard their sounds are really cool when you play them too. It's like shing shing, you know, it's like the blades and the adamantium going into things, and that's cool. The whips, the way they go out, like, it's really neat. It's really neat sound effects. And maybe something like that. Like you mentioned, if Panda Pool had like Kung Fu Panda kind of sounds, like, that'd be so fun.
Jack Black voices it.
Yeah, like stuff like that. That would be hilarious, you know. And I don't know. It would be kind of nice. It'd be nice to have. It's nice to have teams that you like to play with. And I was really hoping that we would have a Merc team. I'm not too happy with the Old Man Logan thing, and if Dakin's really true, I'm not too happy with that either. I was really hoping to have Panda Pool, Head Pool, Dead Pool, Kid Pool, Dog Pool.
Yeah.
Like, it's really what I wanted. I don't care if I'm getting 4 characters in the one original. Like, it's really what I wanted. Or even Lady Deathpool would be sweet. You know, she's a cool character. Or Zombie Deathpool or something. Or Venom Pool or something like that. Like, it'd be kind of cool, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the Old Man Logan and Dakin. They don't fit there. Like, if you're going to put them somewhere, Dakin should be in Dark Avengers with Bullseye rework to be more Hawkeye-ish. Venom there. You know, like, I don't know. Maybe an Agent Venom, put him as Venom, you know, like in that spot. Like, that would work okay, because he doesn't have a home anymore, because Rebirth is trash. So yeah, I don't know. The way that they do things and pull teams apart sometimes, it's kind of sad.
Right when they introduced Emma, we thought, oh, yay, we're going to truly get, you know, the Hellfire Club.
Right.
Nope.
No. But I mean, even with that, they had Mystique and they had Sabretooth with 3 new characters. Cool. But this Deadpool team, the Mercs team that they're coming out with, is going to be Deadpool with 4 new characters, 2 of which aren't even pools.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Apparently it's a mercenary. I don't know.
Yeah, but Dakin is not a mercenary. He's not getting paid to do things. He does things because he fucking wants to. Old Man Logan's not a merc either. He's just trying to be alone in the world and try to live out the rest of his days. Like, he's not a merc. Silver Sable would have been better. Paladin would have been better. For a merc, like if you're going to add mercs to it. Maverick, I think is his name, would have been better. There's a lot of mercs that would have been better.
The new devs support child abuse and elder abuse.
Old Man
Young and
Logan.
old.
Yeah, but they're not okay with paralyzed people either. That
Right?
I understand.
They couldn't do that. Like, how? You have a Ghost Rider that rides a motorcycle. How could you not code that to be a wheelchair attacker?
Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard.
I don't understand it.
Well, we got 3 of them now. We got 3 Ghost Riders.
Then again, you could have had him sit there and just do a battlefield effect. He wouldn't have even had to attack.
No, he can just sit in one place and do it all. Like
People's mind
he's freaking Charles Xavier for Christ's
He
sakes.
could have been so epic. They still have time to turn it around and fix it.
Yeah.
And hopefully they do.
And don't make him stand. Like if you made him like hover, like if he came and he hovered instead of stood.
The yellow chair one that floats.
No, like he came out of his chair, like he rides in on a chair, and then he comes out of his chair and hovers. You know, like Magneto does with his stuff. Where if he hovers up, you see like the standing form, like he's using, you know, the telekinesis to get himself up the chair to do some big like thing where he moves everything, or that would be kind of cool. That'd be dope. Like you still have the ability to do that, but I don't know. Walking in and chewing bubblegum, Professor X, just it doesn't appeal to me at all. It's not what I grew up with. Not what I want to see.
It's not what most people think of either when they say Charles Xavier.
No, they think of Stephen Hawking.
Bald man in a wheelchair.
I don't think of, you know, walking in with the Cerebro on his head.
Right?
So
I thought it had to be attached to that room. Like, why is it just this helmet now all of a sudden? Is that from a comic book somewhere?
Yeah, it is. It's got an extension cord to it, honey. That's all it is.
Phantom extension.
It's a portable helmet that you can just use it. It's not about the room anymore. It's just Cerebro itself is the mechanism. But tonight we got Wife's doing her blue moon again. Even though the words on the screen are not going to say blue moon.
I don't know. AI comes up
I think it said blue moon.
Yeah.
And then I've got this, I don't know if you guys have Mango Mucho from Arizona Tea, but I took that, this is my second one of these, and added Midori, Triple Sec, and peach schnapps with Mango Mucho, equal parts of each, and then made one 20-ounce Mango Mucho into two 24-ounce drinks with the alcohol. So you do the math on how much alcohol is in that.
A lot.
But it's good. Tastes yummy.
It looks like piss, just in case you're curious, but
If that looks like this, you need to drink
it's
more
dehydrated,
liquids.
you know.
Yeah. That's a little cloudy, a little yeasty, and a little dehydrated.
It's like what it looks like after you take a lot of vitamin B.
It's kind of glowy. Yeah, absolutely. Why are we talking about the color of pee?
I don't know.
Why not what people want to listen to?
Why not?
Unless they're on the shitter and they're like, hey, that's the color of mine right
They're
now.
probably blitzing right now.
Could be blitz shits. Dude, I need to do another blitz rotation. That's what I forgot to do.
I've done one.
I've done one. We're at 6 o'clock, so we're 3 rotations behind. Red row.
But I said you only need 2,500 blitz credits a day to get the wet line.
Yeah, it's only 2 million for the top 100 for gold. If it was 10 million, and then like 8 million, 6 million, 4 million,
I'm sorry, but
then 2 million.
There's no way any normal folk, even the one who likes the blitz a lot, Zodi, that's his name. There's no way you're getting in there unless you're coring and using all your refreshes.
Yeah.
No normal person can compete.
But what I'm saying is like the top. So
now.
what does it go? It goes top 1. Does it go to 1 and then 2 to 10? And then 11 to 50, and then 51 to 100, and then 101 to 250.
Yeah, that's one mega orb.
But that's what I'm saying though. If you did 10 million gold, 12 million gold. Say you started with 12 million gold for first place, and then 10, and then 8, and then 6, and then 4, and then 2 as you went down, and then 1, and then 500 for the rest of the bottom.
They made this huge thing like there was going to be all this gold in it.
Yeah, if
and
you're the top
orbs,
person, it's 2 million, which is what, one level?
Right? If that,
I think
once you start getting from 95 to 100, it's a lot.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder if they even know, like, what their own pricing is.
I don't think, because again, that's somebody who's doing that, somebody who's doing how much you need
hasn't played in years. Like, oh, this is what they did back 4 years ago when they did that gold blitz. Let's just go ahead and do that. Oh, but the economy's going up a little bit. Let's up it by twice. Because it was 1 million, which was huge back in the day. And now let's make it 2 million. Because that's giant.
Yeah.
That's double. Oh, somebody's getting arrested. It's not me though, so we're good.
No indecent exposures tonight here, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't, because 1 million back in the day, I think would take you from 0 to 65 or 70.
I think
it was a lot.
I think 1 million. Well, it's going to take you to still the same in the lower rankings. But I think 1 to 65 is somewhere around 1 million. Yeah, I think you're right. And then 65 to 70 is like the same. And then 70 to 75 is like double that. 75 to 80 is again double that. 80 to 85, I think it's about the same, maybe a little bit more. I think 80 to 85 and 75 to 80 is where they evened out. But then after that, it's just astronomical. 85 to 90
I might need to make a graphic
is
just to show the new people, because we've got so many people like, oh, well, I need to level this guy up, and I just hit level 80, and I got to take all these people up, and just be like, look, hold on your stuff, because once you hit to 100, you're going to be very selective in who you want to bring up.
Yeah.
Raid, arena, maybe some more teams, crucible if you're heavy crucible, because this is how much gold you're going to need for 1-2 to go from here all the way up.
And here all the way up, at a normal alliance, is going to be 75. Because at 75, I think you can do all the way up till incursion like 1.2, and you might be able to do incursion 2 first strike at 75, I would think. Again, it'd be nice to be able to have some kind of thing where you can test this out. But I'm pretty sure with the teams we have at level 75, you could do first strike incursion 2 at just 75, playing it, doing it the right way.
I know when I simmed it, mine were 75 or 80. They were still orange, and they
So if you tell a new person, hey, we got a character coming out in the week, you need X amount of gold, X amount of T4s, X amount of training mats, and then you're going to be raid ready at incursion 1.2 at level 75, it's not too daunting at that point. But when you're saying, oh, new player, you've got to bring up a whole team. And because you jump in, you want incursion all of a sudden. Because I got up to level, 80. So I should be able to level everybody up to 80.
2 months.
Yeah, that's daunting.
But half the new raid teams for the last, if you joined, say, in January, they're not farmable. Consistently farmable, reliably farmable on a node or in a store.
Yeah.
Hive Mind's not yet.
I'm trying to think, right? Hive Mind's the hard one, I think. I think that's the hard one.
Yeah,
I think.
Extreme just went to.
Well, yeah, because Val's hard to find. You have to be the incursion nodes.
Yeah.
For Val. Where's Beta?
Ooh, he's War? No, Crucible, I think.
Crucible store.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd have to get him to a Crucible store. And that's resources, because those takes a lot of.
Nightcrawler just went.
Yeah, Nightcrawler's there, Better Ray Bill, yeah, Quicksilver. Yeah, your key tunes.
Yeah. Which I would really love it if they fix the Crucible so that more people get diamonds. Because having maybe the top 1,000 only get 1 or more orbs for diamond orbs, there's no other way to get them unless you spend.
Yeah.
Is a huge, huge gatekeep.
Right.
Yeah, you threw out, and maybe they did it this way because they threw out 7s so over the top, and everybody has almost every tune now at 7/7.
Right.
So now they have to gatekeep the diamonds.
Right.
Which to me, with new tunes, don't seem to be very impactful.
Nope.
When you put them on an older tune. Because even a pocket 3 diamond gets one shot by Black Knight.
There you go.
And he can't even one shot Black Knight at half
Nope.
health. He can't take him out with his empower.
Not if they're killed all the way. Yeah.
So let the diamonds reign here, peeps. Do diamond star orbs. Why can't we do that? We have red star premium orb. Do a diamond and gold some other day.
Right.
Makes no sense, some of the stuff they do, which it's because the Whales and Kraken spent so much on diamonds when they came out, they got to make sure they keep that advantage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you said that, and all I can think of is, let diamonds rain so we don't complain. Yeah, I don't know, it's diamonds. are definitely a player's best friend.
They are. And I'm not saying open up the floodgates, make everything for free to play, because we all know how the community feels about us free to play freeloaders. You know?
You freeloaders.
But some other way of getting them, because not everybody is in that top, and not everybody can get to that top. Because every time I do get up to Plat 2, I was in Plat 3 the first round of Crucibles.
Yeah,
and then they reset everybody.
Yeah.
And mixed up the matchmaking again, and I have yet to be able to climb back up.
That's when I stopped caring about Crucible, when they dropped me down 3 levels. I'm like, hey, I ain't gonna worry about winning then if you're just gonna drop me every time. I'm not sitting here stressing out trying to fly back up. No, thank you.
I was so excited.
Thank you very much.
To get up to Plat 1, and then they dropped. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I just got there, and you dropped me down to Gold 1? Not even like Gold 2. It was like a way the fuck down.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, it's stupid.
I'm like, squeeze me?
Excuse me? Yeah, I know. I have so my 5 accounts, I have, I want to say 3 in gold, 2 in silver. And they're all various, I think it's like whatever the 3 is. 3, 2, maybe another one at 3, and then silver, gold I have 1 and 2. And it's like, I'm still seeing huge whaley whales down there that just don't care about Crucible like me. I'm still facing 3 million teams.
They make 1 attack a week just so they can get the credits.
Right, because that's all you need, because the resources in the Crucible store are really not that important once you get them unlocked and you get them maxed out. Nobody cares anymore. Like there's 1 spot for a unique, there's no crimson gear. All the other stuff were floated with teals, so why do we care about that?
Even the character shards. Most of the time when they get put in there, you've gotten them through orbs or strike passes or other beams.
You're never going to see osmonium, you're never going to see alien spores, you're never going to see miasma. It's always going to be hammer tech, shield tech, the adamantium, the ore.
It's about once every couple of weeks I'll actually see one that I need.
It's like, and it's 1 spot. And I'll see the palladium. I'll see that one over and over again. Like, are you serious? I've already leveled Magneto up as much as I want to. I don't need to do it no more.
Right? Who was it that just came out that was Hammer Tech? And I was sitting on 130 of them.
Oh, Windpool, Vulture. That would be new.
That was Lizard, not Lizard. Spider Slayer.
Spider Slayer, yeah, he was too. He was the same.
Yeah, so of course it was easy. Here you go, done. I think I'm still sitting on another 78 of them. I'm like, okay.
So much. Why?
Optimum, I think I'm back up after I leveled up Nova 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
I finally have 8.
Oh yeah, if you have 60 osmium, I think is how you say it, osmium. If you have 60, you'll see them. You'll see them all the time. But if you have 10, you will never see it. Ever. You'll never see it. If you do hear the screaming going on, we have a softball game across the street. But yeah,
300 raid orbs, and what did I send you the video of? I had 1. 300 orbs? What, Mike? Come on. The odds are not that bad.
I mean, even if you said it's 1 out of 10, right? So that means 30. So 1 out of 30 to get osmium. How many uniques are there? 14?
I don't know. It feels like there's a lot. There might be 18 at this point.
Maybe. I know, my gut said 14, so I'm just sticking with that. That's still 1 every 2. So out of those 30, you would think you'd at least get 2. No, you get 1.
If you're lucky.
And you get 4 of Hammer Tech or something like that. It's stupid. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I still think going to a store, having to drop down, here's your currency, here's uniques, mini uniques, ABCs for each one of the groups, teal, crimson, purple, gold. And then you can scroll down on that, you can pick the one you want. Store doesn't refresh. I want alien spores this time. And I have the multiples. I have enough for 5, I have enough for 1, I have enough for 3, I have enough for 10, whatever they want to do. Keep the prices the same, but and then I can select. This is what I want this time. I gotta wait 8 hours for the next store reset. I don't see a reason why they can't do that.
I really don't. Too friendly and get rid of some frustration, which leads to spending.
But they don't have to do it in every store. Just do it in the Crucible store that has them all, has all the different types.
You know, have that be the one farm store that everybody goes to. If you want Crucible to be a bigger thing, why not make that where I have to have the most currency? I mean, it would make sense to me.
Little of it, really.
Yeah, it would make
Until
sense
the
to me.
end
I
of
don't
the
know.
season.
Making sense is not what they like doing. Frustrating people and then creating profit off of it is what they like.
Yep. Get people so frustrated they have to spend cores to finish raids that you know in 6 months you're releasing the team for.
Yeah.
To be like, here you go, we have this planned all along, you're welcome.
I feel so dirty every time I lose a member of Bifrost on the set. Feels so dirty. It's like,
Right?
do I really have to heal that person up? Yes.
Do I really have to make them
Because
bigger?
if I replace with anybody, I'm going to lose.
Yeah.
Because you have to have their whole cookie cutter team in order to finish each node, or you will lose.
Even if there's only 3 people on the boss node left, and you substitute Team Loki out with Dormammu,
No,
thinking,
if it's
oh,
Eternal and
you'll be fine.
shield security, you need the whole team.
Like,
You can't even bring in like Black Cat, Black Knight, Craven, Mockingbird, and Ronin. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be a decent team, all gear 18. Like, oh yeah, I can do it. I got 3
team.
people to go against. No, Icarus is gonna go. He's gonna flip. He's gonna one-shot somebody, or he's gonna create, or he's gonna go and he's gonna create a freaking minion. Then they're gonna stay away from that minion, and then he's gonna double tap the next time he gets a turn.
and which in modes like Darts mentioned, where it's like, okay, well, I'll just heal my team and go back in because now he's used his ult, it'll be fine. If you back out, you're screwed. You lose your raid energy,
Yeah.
and then you have to go back in with another team in hopes that, okay, well, maybe he won't ult this time and I can, clear it. And then you're like, nope, somebody randomly dropped energy and he gets
And
to
so,
ult
and
again.
that's with a raid with 3 lanes on either side, which means you have 4 persons per 3 lanes. Right? So if one person can one-shot one person can one-shot one, you have 2 people for the one in the middle. But if those 2 people fail on the boss node, then you have 2 other people to help you on the boss node. So now they're going to go, no, let's shorten the strike teams. Let's make it so you have 2 less people per strike team. Or we're going to add another strike team. And now we're going to give 2 people per lane, and the bosses are only for those 2 people. So if the both of y'all can't get through that boss,
You're screwed.
you're fucked. Yeah,
Somebody's spending cores, somebody's
no
spending
help.
money.
You got it. You don't have 4 people for the boss node anymore. You have 2 because that's better somehow.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't.
It's probably what the higher ups want because then they don't have 24 people fighting for the nodes they've currently got because they don't know
they're
how
all
to share.
greedy
them.
motherfuckers. Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody taught them how to share that can't.
But my bank account's bigger than yours, so I should get all the nodes.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's
Well, what do you
basically
even
what it
need
is.
any of it for? What do you even need
At
to
that
do
point in
grades
time, you
for?
don't need it. You don't need it. You could not do raids for a week and it not impact you at all.
Some of those
At that
alliances that win on those leaderboards, and like, why the hell are you even doing raids? Your whole team is probably all G18,
Yeah.
all diamond.
Yeah.
Half of your characters are probably already
Bro.
G19.
I mean, we were talking about the other day, Better Rebuilt said he went free to play since Dormammu.
Yeah.
So that means he had enough gold and power cores saved up to purchase all the crimson gear he needed for everybody in DD7.
Yeah.
Plus
And
levels,
enough-
plus all that stuff too.
And of course, to day 1, get a tune 7/7. To 7-star a tune by coring them.
Like, dude, they're just sitting on Mount Rushmore's worth of resources underneath them.
Well, he's probably free to play, but how much money did he spend on cores before that?
Yeah, that's what I told you. I'm like, I bought all these, I bought this whole city and all the apartments and the hotels in it, but I'm poor because I don't have any money on me. No, bro, you're filthy fucking rich because your net worth is crazy. And in this game, your net worth is crazy. You ain't fucking poor. You ain't free to play. Sorry, you ain't poverty stricken. It's not what free to play is. Free to play is somebody that's living on mincemeat going by every single time.
Yep.
That's what
Barely,
got.
like the other CC I was telling you about. He had like 30 some odd million or whatever, all this gold saved, and he spends 2 million gold a day, and then somehow banked 30 million gold in the month of January. but you spend 2 million a day, bro, I'm sorry. If you're free to play, you do not have that much hold.
2
I'll be
million a day.
lucky if I can only spend 1 mil of gold to maintain a 5 million.
No, honestly, if you're in a top end right now and you're winning your wars, remember that's 1 million every war. And in a war that's 3 weeks, that's 4 weeks, that's 12 million just right there in wars. What's your raids? What's your payouts? Talking 15 million every 2 weeks, right? If you're in the top of the war, so that's another 30. So just between that right there, that's 42 million. Just in war and you're winning your wars.
Only spend 2 million a
And
day.
you only spend 2 million a day. You can get 2 million a day, no problem as far as gold. Absolutely. Because he's not saying any quarters he spent.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's number 1, 2, 3, 4 in the arena. So he's making that 1,500,
yeah.
Whatever. What was it? It was
500 a day.
500 a day. So yeah, so that's 15,000 a month, right? So those cores are going to something. Well, if they go to campaign energy at the top, you're making gold there. Right?
Yeah.
So you're farming gold there. So I mean, it's doable as a free to play. But how did you get to that free to play? Did you get to free to play being free to play, or did you get there by purchasing your way to free to play? Because that's a big difference. Like Vandy talks all the time about how he's free to play now, but he also says to people, I spent a shit ton of money starting out. And it's a good foundation for his account, and he's honest about that, and I appreciate it. Because he says, now I'm free to play. He doesn't say, I'm a free to play player.
I built a $100 million account on nothing.
Yeah, if you're 100 million, I'm sorry, you ain't free to play. I don't give a fuck what you say.
I'm a light spender, and I think I just hit 60. I'd have hit 61.
And spending now is different than spending before. Like, when we spent before, it really didn't feel like we got anything out of it.
No.
It was literally just to buy the new character. That's all it was. But now with the passes, like if you spend money, it's actually kind of worthwhile. Because so we have Tech Station who's talking about in Star Wars buying stuff, and then also in MSF buying stuff. So he's buying the pass, he's buying the $40 one instead. I don't know if the dude realized that all that stuff came in. It's just a way.
He said because it says bonus, but it's not a bonus.
It's not a bonus. Only bonus is
in
the
the
teal
past.
gears. That's the only bonus.
And it gives you 30 levels.
But it makes it look like you get all this stuff for free as well, which I think is dirty. But he's like, it's $300 in teal gear extra. I'm like, so he's like, that's like 3,000 or something over this amount of time. I'm like, okay. I'm like, that actually kind of makes sense. Like if you're doing something like that, like if you're buying forward for it, it kind of makes sense. But the way that those strike passes are set up now, like the amount of money that you're getting, like back, if you were to buy those as offers straight up, like it's crazy. For $20, you can get all that. There's no way I'm buying the 40. I don't care what he says.
It just gives you bonus 30 so you can miss a day and not do all your rotations.
But you don't even need to get to the end because the end's like the bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's $20 to get all that stuff is actually a pretty damn good deal. But still, I only do that on my main, and I don't buy every one. I'll buy like probably 4. One every 4, every 5. It depends on how far away I am with the tune.
If it'll get me to the next star, then typically I will.
Yeah.
Or if the dark promo credits are the last ones I need for a tune, then I will.
But yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, that's the best deal in the game. By far. I got to give it to them. Battle Pass and Strike Pass, good deals. Now, every 2 weeks, I don't agree. I think once a month is plenty.
Yeah, the monthly ones are fine.
Because you're bleeding these people's bank accounts is what you're doing. Because there is a lot of resources there. So if you're not keeping up with the Benjamins, you're going to be spending Benjamins later on. Because
eventually
it's a
you're
lot.
going to get to that point where, okay, now I've got everything, now what? I don't have to spend.
Yeah.
I don't have to buy anything.
Right, which is why they speed things up and they bring new tunes out and they drop new events and this thing you have to spend money on. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of that. Hoarding is something that we still do. They wanted to take it away, but it's something we still do. I had over 1,000 incursion energy with all my accounts for this event coming up. I right now have almost 2,000 ISO energy.
And that's, so what I do is I core all the ISO energy, so that's 200 cores a day, doing the ISO and the campaign. I was doing 2 incursion raids, or incursion nodes a day. So that's a total of 450 cores every day with those energies. And then whatever I didn't, I would just do my dailies, you know, that 600, 400, whatever over that I just bank. And then I pick up all the free ones and all the web store ones and just kept on making it. And we kind of have to do that now because I put these events out where it's unreachable if you just do it day by day, or it's so expensive. Having the 100, 200 core refreshes, like, it's ridiculous.
Yep, and normally they don't give the info on what you need to spend or the charts until maybe a week or a couple of days before the event.
Yeah, and then here comes the Brotherhood of the Storm, what to save.
Yeah. Which is kind of nice knowing.
Yeah, it's a nice little, these 3 things, these 4 things. I kind of like theirs. I actually like theirs more than I like the Marvel calendar for the month. I'm going to forget the month one, but...
I don't know why you can't put it in game.
Yeah.
Somewhere, even in the Daily Mail where you check your mail, there's a little thing that shows a monthly calendar.
Oh, yeah.
That pops up. What events start where.
Pull these jets down. You hear a lot more echoes now if you're listening in, so sorry about that, but turn the jets down. Yeah, the game can be expensive if not played properly. And I think they prey upon these new players with this boosted XP that are FOMOing. I want to be like mobile, you know?
Yeah, but you don't realize mobile's been playing for 6 years.
Right.
To get to where
but I want
at.
to get there in 6 months. And he said I can because of this video that he put out.
Yeah. Which I get in some aspects because you want the players to get to that end game, to the new incursion raids. But at the same token, it's almost like a slap in the face to me who built for 6 years to get there. And you're giving it to them in 6 months? Like, granted, you're not boosting their gold, you're not boosting their training nats. The challenges are the same for everyone.
Yep.
So even if they can get to 100 in 6 months.
But you know how many of those, like, with recruiting you see, I'm a 1 million TCP, I have every raid team unlocked, I bought the whatever bundle they call it,
Time heist.
and now I want to do incursion raids too.
And they wonder why you laugh at them. Dude, you won't even...
I love the one that I responded to them on there, and I was like, bro, you can even do a node. And he's like, I can do a node in, I think it was bio. I can do a bio node with my team.
Ooh, a bio node? Wow.
Cool.
How are you going to get there? The lane's all yours, but how are you going to get to bio?
So we gotta wait 4 sections. We're gonna do 1 node. So that tells me your account is only Hive-Mind?
Yeah.
He was a 3 mil TCP, but still, it's just like, bro.
Yep. And a lot of these newer players probably will beat me to the new
DD7.
guy and to go through DD7 first. More power to you. I still don't have a single tune there.
Yeah, we like having fun with what we do.
And I don't want to force a bunch of people to build and spend on this game just so I could get to DD7 faster.
Yeah, we like having our braggadocious dudes like D3 that builds his freaking raid team super high day 1. Like, I love it. And he puts them on war defense for us to test out and practice. I love it. And he does it so he has, you know, peace of mind. He just hits him and he does his thing. It's great.
Yep.
Awesome. And he does it on his own accord. I don't tell him to do it. He doesn't tell other people they have to do it. You know? He does
We
it because
actually
that's
told
what he
them to
wants to
hold
do.
off because we're not rushing to that raid when it comes out. We're going to give people time to unlock free to play before we push that direction.
And it's like, nah, I just want to see what it's like. I want to see how it all works. Like, cool. Like, we just had Dre and Davlar. He just built his up all the way, and he's like, hey,
can you finish all the bio to, I think it was Vice, he's like, can you finish all the bio so that way I can try it out in skill? And he did, and he finished all the skill nodes. He's like, it works, look, I did this at this power. That's cool to know. Like, thanks dude, appreciate it. You know, but it's not expected, and that's the part. Like, there's so many alliances out there that expect people to do it. And that's what becomes stressful, and that's why I felt bad about Taco, because he expects that of himself. He pushes himself like that, and it's got to be hard to keep up.
I think if he dropped down with us or with a lower alliance and had fun with the game, he would fully fall back in love with it again if he wasn't under so much pressure.
Yeah.
Go in and theory craft. Go in and try things. Nobody's going to be mad if you lose a raid node. You don't need to core them.
And I brought up Dre, and Dre's a perfect example. Like, he calls himself retired all the time. He's like, if I ever came out of retirement, oh my gosh, you guys would be sorry. And it's funny. And I love the way the guy does stuff. And he puts this stupid team on defense that every war gets him 1 to 2 wins. Every war, just one team gets him 1 to 2 wins. And it's like Taskmaster, Green Goblin Classic, Doc Ock, Killmonger, and Korath or something like that. It's some goofy team, but he gets a win every single war. And it's like, you're having fun with it. Like, that's what I want to see. Do I want to tell him, like, hey, do this instead of defense? Absolutely. And does he have most of his team have meta defenses? Absolutely. But he has this one that he has fun with, so why not let him have fun? You know? Like, I have no problem with it. It doesn't bug me at all. And when he gets a win, every time he's messaging me with, you know, a little @ and it cracks me up. It's like, yeah, you got another win. And then I just question people's intelligence when I see some of the stuff they use.
Yeah, they underestimate it.
Oh my gosh. Like, do you not realize that Taskmaster is as fast as he is? Why are you using War Dogs? Even if you love War Dogs, why are you using War Dogs? It's not a good thing.
I'm gonna probably go in with a full maxed out, like, out of time, and punch down 2 million on it just for shits and giggles.
And he's had that. Yeah, absolutely. They've blasted with a gamma after they've merged it with something else because it lost. It's like, okay. Yeah, you got 2 wins there. That's not 1 win, that's 2 wins. But yeah, it's about having fun, dude. This game could be a lot of fun if you do it the right way, and if you play it the right way, and if you have the right people around you. Yeah. I don't harp on people as much anymore about raids, unless we're like looking at that last edge 100%. And I don't really get on people, and that's just because it just happens spontaneously. It's not because we plan it. And then I don't get on people about war unless we're getting like that last hour and these guys want to have me have a fucking heart attack by not attacking until the last half hour, last hour and more. It's like, oh my God, what are we doing? We're down by like 30 and we got 3 rooms and everybody's attacking and I'm trying to tell people what to hit what, and it's so frustrating. It's like, why couldn't we have done this throughout so I'm not sitting here trying to tell 15 people what to do at one time in a chat that doesn't work from the game?
So you have to go on Discord, but they're on their phone and they can't go back and forth to Discord.
Yeah, so they're like battling, they see a pop-up message, you know, and like they can't click on the pop-up message because it takes you out of the game. Yeah, it's... Yeah, the game's supposed to be having fun. We lost our last war. That was a tough one.
But it was a 300 million punch-up.
Yeah, hopefully we win this one, but I'm not really pushing this one because if we lose again, we'll be in a nice seed that way. We'll be able to go on a nice little streak. I lost 15 wars, we lost 3. I'm not complaining. No problem there.
We'll fight that other dude's alliance again and make fun of them some more about the fact that they have trash on defense and don't even use their own counter sheet. Because they have super secret access to the Whale and Kraken counter sheet.
Yep. By the way, I'm almost done with this drink.
See that? I finished my drink.
I'm a slacker.
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, yours was like twice the size of mine.
And this is my second. So, with that being said, I think I might have to pee. So we're going to wrap this one up.
Refill your drink.
Yeah, I'm going to refill it. It's going to look just like it, too.
Probably. Yep, time for some dessert. Go get some more war attacks in.
So yeah, if you have any questions or comments, or if you want us to talk about something, like I said, please feel free to comment because we do read them, we do respond, and it's fun to see people's different thoughts and feelings about stuff that we do talk about.
Yeah, but for the most part, this is just us being us, how we sit and chat. A lot of the time we'll do chats with Discord mates and...
But we try to protect the names of people if we are saying things that may not be in the most positive light. We're not going to bring their name out. But we don't feel harshly about anybody. We understand this is a game and they might be different outside the game than they are with their acting persona on Twitch or on streams or on YouTube. So
unless you're a certain someone who then deletes all those things so that you can come out and be like, what? I've never said that. Prove it. Where's the video?
Yeah, where's the video?
Because everything's been removed.
Because he deleted them all. But yeah, so what we're trying to be as PC as possible with still being us, because I think it's important to be frank and honest and still keep some indemnity. Is that the word? I think that's the word. It's close, if nothing else. You know what I'm talking about. So, but anyways, like I said, if you have any comments, suggestions, questions, even criticism, like that's fine. Just try to keep it somewhat positive. We'd appreciate it. And until next time, this is Biz and
Sable.
so see you.